Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Martin Hancock. I am a senior systems engineer for Focus in Invercargill, and I am going to go through what we offer at Focus with regards to cloud services. Thank you for joining us today and for taking time out of your busy day to be with us today. Much like when the internet first came into play, the emergence of the cloud allows for some great technological opportunities to improve the way we do business. So your move to the cloud isn't very much a simple case of planning for when and how it will happen. It and it's not a question of if, because eventually most of your services will end up in the cloud at one point or another. So with so many businesses, why are so many businesses moving into the cloud? You have been wondering, and why is it in the news, and why is it relevant to my business and what my business does? The simple answer is because cloud computing increases efficiency, helps improve cash flow, and offers you the chance to increase the IT resource for your business. Basically, cloud computing uses a service-based pay-as-you-go model and is a fundamental change to how you've historically been able to access and use technology. So what is the cloud? Where is the cloud? And are we in the cloud at the moment? The term cloud computing is everywhere, and these questions are very relevant to your business today and as it moves forward. So some of you will have a current server, a big, oversized, noisy box covered in dust that cost a small fortune way back when, and at some point this server will reach its functional life, the end of its functional life. But there is good news to this end of failings for your end of functional life for your server. Instead of outlaying a considerable amount replacing the hardware yet again and only having 3 or 4 years perhaps left out of it, you can move your valuable data and software into someone else's hardware using the joy of the internet. The core technologies your business uses can move over to run instead on highly spec'd, top-notch computer equipment, all lovingly racked and safely secured in an air-conditioned room, and also looked after by a team of dedicated engineers, including myself. Plus, most important, it's safely and securely backed up with a comprehensive disaster recovery plan in place. So this is what the cloud is in its simplest. What is the cloud? In its simplest terms, it means storing and accessing data and programs over the internet instead of on your computer or directly from a server and having your data stored on site on a big box out the back somewhere. So the cloud really is just a metaphor for the internet. Where the data and programs can be located on the internet can be multiple and varied. So you don't need to have all of your eggs in one basket. So you don't need to have all of your services, for example, running on one box, which can sometimes be a single point of failure. You can have services running in the cloud and not have to worry about having that one single point of failure due to the robustness that cloud offers, particularly Focus Cloud. So at Focus Cloud, we currently offer a cloud-based solution. Our cloud infrastructure is located in our head office in Invercargill, and we have full replication backup to a data centre in Christchurch, which does allow for fast disaster recovery and also for business continuity. So you may ask, are we in the cloud now? Well, I think pretty much everyone is in the cloud now, depending. It really, if you've even used the likes of web services such as Dropbox or iCloud, that's cloud internet computing in its simplest form. You're storing your data not on a local device, you are storing it on a machine in someone else's data center, and you've got access to this data through many mediums, be it a tablet, a laptop, a desktop PC, or even your smartphone. Your information is whisked away to a computer somewhere else, and you access it over the internet. You just don't need to worry about what's in the back because you've got everything there at your fingertips wherever you are, not having to worry about an outlay for your office. So, what makes cloud computing different to my on-site server? There are four key differences with regards to this question. First of all, it's managed. Your software licensing is taken care of and billed to you within your monthly fee with your cloud provider, be it Focus or somebody else. We at Focus manage the server software updates, the security, the hardware, the power supply, and all of the backups and everything else that goes with the cloud, especially with our infrastructure. We also regularly monitor the entire environment, giving you peace of mind that your service will be accessible when you need it. The cloud is also on demand, which means you can buy as much or as little of a cloud computing service as you need. There may be many different products and services provided over the cloud, but you don't need to subscribe to all of them. You may only want to subscribe to an accounting package, for example, in the cloud. Even though the cloud offers many other services, you can just subscribe to that one service. You can also rapidly add and remove users as your business changes as well. This can be particularly cost effective for businesses that run seasonally, such as those in the tourism industry. The cloud is also a pay-as-you-go service. It's also as a subscription base. You don't have to provide initial outlay for hardware and pay for ongoing maintenance, both from engineer time as well as software consultant and hardware maintenance time, and that money can be used elsewhere in your company. And also, it's scalable as your business changes. So cloud provides you with great flexibility to meet the demands of your business and upsize or downsize quickly and efficiently as your company changes. So you don't need to worry about if your current IT infrastructure will cope with growth as your business grows. You can just add and remove users as necessary. All you need is just a PC somewhere, and that's all you need as your initial outlay. So, what's great about the cloud? There's five main points here. First of all, time-consuming and expensive issues are solved by migrating to the cloud computing. Cloud computing allows you to buy only the services you want when you want them, cutting the upfront capital costs of computers and peripherals. This is probably more appropriate coming from software. Sometimes when you buy a new user, you have to buy lots of software licenses to go with that user. With cloud computing, it's one cost per month for that one user, and again, you can chop and change, you can add and remove as necessary. You don't have to worry about your server equipment or any other going out of date, for example. And you don't have to worry about making sure that your own network is secure and reliable. We take care of that for you. Now you can also add extra services or take them away, as I've mentioned previously, at a moment's notice as your business needs change. And finally, it's really quick and easy to add new applications or services to your business without waiting weeks or months for new computer and software to arrive. As long as you've got an existing PC in your organization, you can roll out a cloud user in a very short amount of time. However, with most things, there is also things that aren't so great about the cloud. You do need a reliable high-speed broadband connection functioning the whole time that you're working. So you do need to take this into account when you have a cloud computing. You need to make sure that you have enough bandwidth or enough of a pipe for all of your users in your organization that will be using the internet. Because obviously, as you add more and more users to cloud computing, you end up with, on your one connection, you do end up with performance issues. A lot of organisations today have access to ultra-fast broadband, but we do recommend probably a minimum of a VDSL connection or above for cloud computing to access it well. So really, probably the best way to think about the cloud is, another good way of thinking about it is renting a fully serviced flat instead of buying a home of your own. There are advantages in terms of convenience, but also there are restrictions on how you can live and what you can alter. There are some software packages that do not work well in the cloud, so you have no choice but to end up running these locally. But it really just does depend on the software package in question and whether or not it is a good fit to be run in a cloud environment. So not all software is able to be run in a cloud environment, unfortunately. And there's also very little in the way of customization available as well with regards to software. Your MYOB EXO software and its database that the data is saved in can be easily migrated into the Focus Cloud server environment. We already have a number of users running MYOB EXO in our environment with no issues whatsoever. So the access to MYOB EXO is via the internet, just using a normal web browser. All you have to do is go to a web link which can be accessed from any PC anywhere in the world. You type in a username and password and you can then enter EXO anywhere, anytime, which means greater accessibility, new opportunities, and enables your business to optimize productivity regardless of where staff are situated. And also, there's no more worries about making sure you've got good backups and disaster recovery plans, where Focus can take care of this for you. However, you do not have to move all of your services at once to a cloud environment. You don't need to dump your existing server just yet. So your roadmap to the cloud may take some time. It's not normally a quick process. And it's also perfectly workable and practical to have some data located on your server still, and also some data to be located in the cloud, such as MYOB EXO, for example. This solution is known as a hybrid cloud solution, so some services are located in the cloud and some are located on site. And with staging your migration with a hybrid cloud solution, we can phase out hardware and services as and when you are ready. It doesn't all have to be done at once. So logging into Focus Cloud is simple and secure, particularly for our shared service applications. Basically, we have a website that's accessible from anywhere in the world. And then once you log into the website, you then have access to the the software packages that you need access to anytime, anywhere. Printing can be done also directly back to your printer, located either in your office or connected to your PC. So printing is also taken care of. And also email out of EXO is also taken care of. You can still email your reports and invoices and anything else out of EXO that you need to. The good thing about running in cloud is that it does run on a very, very, very high level of hardware, which does mean that you would notice the speed increase compared to what you currently are used to. And also the hardware that the cloud does run on is normally out of range for small businesses. So really one of the benefits to moving onto a cloud solution is for small businesses that may not necessarily be able to afford big expensive hardware to run their services. Okay, so we've spoken a lot here about moving EXO to the cloud, but normally servers have a lot of other things on it. They have pictures, documents, some have music, there may be other files related to other applications. So what can we do with this information? Focus Cloud also offers SharePoint hosting. So simply put, SharePoint is a web-based tool that allows users to share, organize, discover, and manage information. You may have heard it while talking to other people or researching on the internet. It is the tool to do it all, and it can be customized and built to match how you work now and for how you want to work in the future. So we can offer you with Focus Cloud, we can offer you a Team SharePoint site which provides basic document which provides basic functionality like check-in and check-out of documents. It can also offer core co-authoring of documents, so more than one user can be accessing a document and editing it at any one time. We also offer versioning of documents, so if you want to go back in time to an earlier version of a document without altering the latest copy of it, you can still do that, all within a simple, easy-to-use web page. And also, it offers very basic shared calendar functionality as well. And of course, all these functions usually come as standard with a Focus Cloud SharePoint subscription, and they can be turned on and off as needed, just like a lot of our other cloud services. You can also have a site administrator in your company that you can be responsible for tidying up SharePoint pages, making them look pretty, and also creating libraries and other things necessary to your organization. Offline synchronization from SharePoint is also available via Microsoft OneDrive client, which is the commonly used client out there in the world at the moment. There has recently been a lot of good updates to the applications that run on smartphones, particularly Apple for OneDrive, which do interact directly with SharePoint, which are pretty good, so you can still have access to documents on the go. But as I said earlier, if you require offline document access, then you can download information directly to your PC, and then you can edit it offline and then upload it back when you're connected to the internet again. You can also access documents in SharePoint as well through traditional means like setting up a network drive link, for example. However, in order to take full advantage of SharePoint and also any other cloud service, it's very important that you have good up-to-date software. Microsoft's cloud subscription service, also known as Office 365, allows you to work with files offline or online using traditional software packages like Word and Excel, and you can also use it to edit documents in real time, as I said earlier. This is another way how we at Focus can provide a number of Microsoft Access licenses and a simple monthly fee, so there is no need to buy Microsoft Office outright, which is very expensive. Another advantage of Office 365 is that you always have access to the latest version of Microsoft software as well, Microsoft Office software. And if you do need to have an older version of Microsoft Office, you can also have downgrade rights as part of this as well, if you need an older version for any particular reason. However, there may be something else for you to consider as well. We've got all this stuff we want to put in the cloud, but how do we get it there? We do have a migration service here at Focus, which is separate to the hosting environment itself. So we at Focus understand what your challenges are and how to get you there. So it's important to plan your migration no matter where you are migrating to. And this is a key step to a smooth and successful changeover of technologies, and we at Focus can definitely help you with this. We've migrated a number of clients both to SharePoint and EXO, so we have got a wide range of experience in this area. So another important service critical to every business today is email. At Focus, we provide organisations of all sizes access to cloud-based email. Again, this is hosted in our data centre in Invercargill. So with our cloud-based email, you get access to contacts, email, shared calendars, without the investment of having to buy expensive server software and also hardware to run it on. Our hosted email solution can be accessed using desktop, web, and mobile platforms. However, most importantly, if you have any problems, you can bring somebody at Focus with an understanding of your problem and the environment that it runs in, which sets us apart from other providers. We know our systems and we understand your business. Our email software runs on Microsoft Exchange, and our pricing for the service is a per mailbox pricing. So the cloud platform itself, both the hardware and all the underlying software that's on top of it, has been designed and built for robustness and reliability. However, most importantly in today's world, for security. We take the job of managing your antivirus off your hands with our Focus Companion monitored antivirus service. You can take advantage of our enterprise-class security solution combined with a proactive approach and a fully monitored system. Again, as with our other cloud products, the service is fully flexible and you can add and remove as you need to. We can protect your PC from both malware and antivirus. We can also let you know what PCs are missing Windows updates. And we can also let you know if there is an outbreak on your network or if you have a specific outbreak on a PC. And we can also monitor your entire IT environment to ensure it remains healthy and protected, and we can act immediately if there is an issue. This is just an extra way of how another one of our cloud services can provide you with peace of mind to ensure that your security is again, this is based on a per device pricing model. Another cloud service we provide is called Focus Clean Mail, which is a easy to use email security tool that enables businesses to filter unwanted messages and have protection for targeted attacks. And it also delivers highly effective and accurate email security. Again, this software is hosted in our own data center and is regularly updated. The back end of it is regularly updated and monitored. This service is provided as part of our Focus Cloud Mailbox solution. So if you have email hosted with Focus Cloud, you get this as part of your solution, your mailbox for no extra cost. However, we also offer this service to customers who have on-site mail servers. So we can scrub the mail for viruses and other things before delivered to your server on site. Therefore, no need for on-site email scanning software or having to wonder whether or not email is junk. We can provide the service for you to ensure that anything hitting your server is legitimate, and we take all the nasty stuff out for you. Also, as part of our Focus Clean Mail service, we do offer a web console which allows messages to be released from quarantine, addresses to added to white and black lists, and also so much more. And just as a bit of an extra here, out of recent stats out of our Clean Mail system indicate that out of 4 million messages processed, 3 million of them were spam and 5,000 of them plus contain viruses. So it is very busy. It is a very busy service, and it's a very successful and well-run service as well. And also another thing we offer as well as telephony services in the way of voice over IP, which basically means all of your voice traffic goes out over the internet as opposed to traditional copper lines. It replaces your old expensive phone system, and it can greatly reduce your communication costs. And it provides you with the flexibility, mobility, and innovation you need to work effectively in today's world. We offer an end-to-end business VoIP system that is packed with features that can help you become more efficient, more mobile, and more productive. We can even get the old phones off your desk if necessary, so everything can be done via your computer. So what does it mean? So it does a lot more than your old phone does. Your phone extension, for example, can be your mobile phone, it can be your laptop, or even your tablet if you have one. You can have video conferencing directly from your desk and have a huge ability to reduce toll calls by having phone extensions in key countries or areas you call regularly. Priced at per extension per month, we are using voice over IP ourselves and recommend it as well, of course, as well as having high level of support that you're used to from Focus. Well, thank you for joining me today. I hope I've been able to answer some of your questions around the cloud in general. where the technology can benefit your company, and what services Focus can offer you to support you as we partner with you on your journey. If you have any questions, you may email them through to support@focus.net.nz, and we will be happy to answer them. But hopefully this has been a very good overview of what the cloud can do for you, particularly what Focus Cloud can do for you. Thank you for your time and have a great afternoon.